Okay, thank you so much for giving us your time, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association. Lately, you've been in the news. A lot of people have made reference to a theorem that you proposed, which you called destructive development theory. First of all, I want you to establish what that theory is all about before we now begin to apply it to various areas that we need to.
Okay, so since the 60s, we've probably had about 6 or 7 development plans, and they all crawl at snail's pace. Nothing is disruptive. It's also slow. We've had needs. Remember needs? At least the one I remember when I was big enough. But go back to the time of Bola, his 5-year plan, 7-year plan, needs, Yaradua's 7 agenda. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know which is which. But when these guys leave, when these presidents leave, you wonder what's been achieved, what's concrete about what they've said. So I then felt, taking a cue from Trump actually, even though Trump has got his own challenges, but I like to call it a development plan with a Trumpian speed.
Okay, development plan
with a Trumpian speed.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not, Trump has speed. He engages the media very well. He's always, even when he's on Air Force One, he comes out to meet. He knows he's a master communicator. That I think is important. Our leaders are hidden. We don't see them. I mean, to be honest, the president is not seen too often. Governors are seen at the wrong places. So there's a void. So I just thought that Nigeria is going through this sort of challenge. There has to be a clear plan, which is articulated. That means disrupting. We've got to disrupt. We've got to say, we've got to do it in a different way. You deconstruct, and you can say, we can pass legislation, which is important in one day. Kestama did it when the last UK steel company was threatening to leave. The Chinese wanted to leave. We called Parliament, emergency meeting. Saturday, they passed a law. Can that happen in Nigeria? That's what I mean by disruptive.
Okay, if I understand it clearly, this government deserves some level of credit.
Yes, sure.
Particularly with the removal of petrol subsidy.
Two things.
Okay, you understand. Okay, go ahead, please.
One, it deserves credit, even though people are not feeling it. I'm happy you raised that point. So you see, a development plan is felt and measured by the people, not statisticians in Abuja. So President Tinubu's plan, when it was launched at his inaugural, taking away subsidy, didn't get good attention. People didn't like it. But the truth is that it has stabilized fuel. The other disruption is the devaluation of the Naira. Again, people didn't like it, but it has stabilized the Naira. So in medical terms, I, as the chief medical officer, I have moved Nigeria out of the intensive care ward to the critical ward. So Nigeria is critical but stable. So a guy who has a BP of 160 over 120 and it goes down to 140 over 100 is still not well, but there is progress. So that's the measure. Not until the guys on the streets say things are good would I accept that there is real progress. But we must give credit to Tinubu for that structural adjustment. But what he needs to also then do is this disruptive agenda. 25 years to fix the constitution, it's too long now. It's too long. Every National Assembly creates its own constitutional reform agenda. 25 years is too long. When I spoke at Akpabio's birthday and President Tinubu was there, I said, we can do this in 1 week. Because everybody knows what it is. Well, there's a problem. We know that the federation is too centralized. We know that if we devolve power to the states, it will be better. We know that the states are potentially bankrupt. The challenging question is whether the states will agree to federate into a geopolitical region. because the governors will lose. But everybody knows that the states are weak and that they go to Abuja to collect handouts.
Okay, part of the things you said that is, getting people to think and talk is that Nigeria can run a 500